Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators who can help you get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Today we're looking at Lewandon Gaming as our first channel of the day. This is our featured channel. For those of you who follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you will have seen the way we feature channels. The best way to get the most out of everything we're doing here at Tuber Chat is to sign up for our email list at tuberchat.com. The email list is where I'll be selecting creators for the purpose of being featured. So if you'd like to be a featured creator, or at least considered as one, that's where I'll be selecting from. And then, of course, that's just for us to keep you informed about everything that we're doing with Tuber Chat as we're doing it, so that you can follow our subreddit, so that you can make arrangements to find playlist buddies, so that you can find influential creators who will share for you and truly support you and keep coming back to your channel to give you genuine comments, views, likes, and all the things we need as growing YouTubers. So thank you everyone for coming in, especially so early. I see that Shiraboom was here. Hopefully she's still here. MCMO Malt Kev Lifestyle. I don't know if I'm going to get that anywhere close to right. And then Russian Life Malt Kev Family. I'm wondering if that's two channels with the same creator, but that's okay. And thank you for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Sonia and Chado, it's great to see you again. The Triplet Family, one of our previous featured channels. Thank you for coming in. It's Fifi777. Thanks for joining. Christina Trammell. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Is it Trammell or Trammell? Thank you for coming in. Michael's Adventures, thank you. You've been supporting our whole family all day long, and I really appreciate that. And thank you for reminding everybody to hit the like button. Turns out I'm running your playlists right now on my personal channel, and so I forget the last one that I did. It was after Phone Fun. I'm doing them in order, and then I will be, it might be hikes or raccoons, and then I will continue when we're done today, and tomorrow I will continue as well and rerun everything with the Tuber Chat account. Georgia Bulldogs, thank you for coming in. Georgia Bulldogs is a very special channel, one that has been here almost every live stream ever since they found Tuber Chat, and recently made a tribute video. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I will pull up Georgia Bulldogs as our next channel so that I can show everybody what you've done, because you inspired me to add something to the Tuber Chat page. So I'm just putting it there for safekeeping, and I will go to Georgia Bulldogs and have a look at that afterwards. And then forgive me, I'm getting a little bit far behind, but I want to welcome everybody. Be Amazing Sylvia, thank you for coming in. Jaden Sue, you're always here. Thank you very much. And I did promise you that we were going to look at the Twitter list. Jaden did some sharing for us, and I have a special Twitter list. I'm going to show everybody how that works. That's another example of what you can find through the email list. Be Amazing Sylvia. It's just at tuberchat.com, same way we always spell it, tuberchat.com, and you just put your email in. It sends you a confirmation like you would expect, and soon I will start sending emails. It's only me that's going to be emailing you. It's not more than once a week, but probably a lot less frequently to start with. And it's just to let you know different things that we're doing as we're doing them. So for instance, because of what Georgia Bulldogs did for us over this weekend, we have added a feature to the front of our homepage, and I'll describe that. But the email list is somewhere where I probably would have announced that, along with things like our subreddit and our Twitter list and things like that. RC Mania Ireland UK, thanks for coming in again. Hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other already. King Tash Family Vlogs, thanks for coming in. Please don't be shy. Everybody in the chat is here to connect with you. We are all willing to connect. The best idea is always to go first. The way that we do that here is visit a channel one by one, take your time with it, have fun, and watch a short video in full. It should be at least a minute long. In the case of Lewandon Gaming right here, they've got a popular video right on their front page that's 1 minute and 14 seconds, which is a little short, but it still meets our criteria. or they've got a recent upload from just a few days ago that is 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Those are ideal videos for you to be watching. Watch the full video to completion and leave a genuine comment related to the content of that video. Your comment should always be at least a couple of sentences long. The reason why is because you don't want to get caught in the YouTube spam filters. If you do, you might get your comment held for review or marked as spam, and you may lose the connection, and we don't want that. Once you've done all that, you want to give the creator a thumbs up always, and if you enjoyed their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. Then come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And Michael's Adventures, yeah, Kira was playing, he's just referencing Kira was playing Minecraft earlier on her second live stream. And thank you, Michael's Adventures, for running our playlist, by the way. And so Kira will be frequently live streaming, maybe in different ways, but for now she's done a couple of Minecraft live streams, and those were quite enjoyable. Kiera Zaviera, thank you for coming in again. Thank you for returning. And then I hope I haven't skipped over anybody. Nay TV, thanks for coming in. Lewandin Gaming, our featured channel, is here in the chat as well. I'm always good. Thank you for asking. Living the dream, as you would expect. And then Michael Anchor's Music Official is here. Thank you very much for coming in. Mr. Joshi just walked in. That's one of our moderators, so thank you for coming in as well. Kristen, my love, and Kira, my BFF forever, of course, are here in the chat as well. So, Skywatcher Footage, thanks for coming in again. I promised that I was going to do a couple of different things. So, the first thing we're going to do is look at Georgia Bulldog's channel. And I'll explain the wheel and how that works and how you can get your channel featured on the screen shortly. But we got a couple of technical things to take care of. Lewandin Gaming is reaching out to everybody for the purpose of swapping playlists. And one of the things that I did mention when I told Lewandin Gaming that they were going to be featured today, I said I was going to push really hard today for playlists. And I know that a lot of people are used to hearing me say that. It's a simple arrangement you can make with any creator. And basically what you do is you agree to run a playlist for that creator. You don't have to like and comment every single video. You just have to run the playlist, and then they make the arrangement to run a playlist of yours as well. If you have a playlist of a few hours, or 5 or 10 or 20 or even more, and you get a lot of people to run that playlist, you can imagine how your public watch hours are really going to stack up. We all need 4,000, so anything we can do to get there faster is always great. So Lewandin Gaming is willing to swap with anybody. If anybody wants to swap playlists, I know that Michael's Adventures in the chat does it as well. All of our moderators do it. I do it. I will leave messages in the chat from my own account in case you want to connect with me personally occasionally. My name's Kevin K. And anyway, that's so Nay TV is also mentioning that they are willing to swap playlists, and I appreciate that because I think it's your first time here with Tuber Chat. So thank you very much for that. Please don't be shy. Everybody's here to connect. So the best idea is always go first, but reach out to anybody that you want to and connect. The instructions are always at the bottom of the screen. So we're going to look at Georgia Bulldogs now. And because this is a newer channel, it's climbing its way up the search results. And here we go. So Georgia Bulldogs has 90 subscribers now. Last time I looked, I thought it was 87. So if there's any luck, we're going to get Georgia Bulldogs to 100 very, very shortly. I don't know if we can do it today. I think we probably could, but we'll have to see what happens. Hopefully everybody will reach out, and I'll show you the reason why. Georgia Bulldogs is a channel that's been back repeatedly, so dedicated and loyal supporter, first of all, has arranged the featured channels collaboration, not only with Tuber Chat, but also with myself and Kristen and Kira, so they're willing to do that, and I'll get into later why that's such a good collaboration for everybody to get into. And then Jade and I will look at the Twitter list right after, okay? So Georgia Bulldogs recently made this video and put it up, and it's called Tuber Chat Supporting an Amazing Channel, and it's literally a 3-minute almost commercial just for us, and that's the first time anybody's done that for us, so I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for doing this. As a matter of fact, what we did, and I told you inspired me to do something on our front page, so I will come up with a better name for this afterwards, but I wanted to get it up. I made a playlist called Tuber Chat Supporters. I'll find something more fun and creative for that, and I put your video right there for everybody to hopefully see, and it's very clear that's from Georgia Bulldogs, and I'm hoping that you will get a few more subscribers from that. What we're focused on is not just growing our subscriber counts, but focusing on lasting relationships with dedicated and loyal supporters who are going to continue to come back to your channel to give you views, likes, comments, and all the things we need as growing YouTubers, not just in the coming days, but hopefully weeks, months, and eventually years. And this is the kind of creator that Georgia Bulldogs obviously is, doing so much for others. That's what draws me to channels, makes me want to feature them, makes me want to talk about them. When I see people doing more for others than they expect in return. The truth is, on YouTube and in most things in life, you're going to have to give much more than you ever expect to receive in order to get what you want out of YouTube or anything else. But if you can do that and be okay with it, then you'll probably end up getting more than you originally came here for anyway. So thank you again for that, Georgia Bulldogs. I did mention to, you will email. Okay, thank you, the amazing Sylvia. Yep, by all means. So Jaden, I'm going to look at the Twitter list in one more second. Cyberlife, thanks for coming in again. Carrie Beth, it's wonderful to see you again. No, Georgia Bulldogs, yes. Thank you for saying that, but thank you. Diaries Unlocked, thank you for coming in again. Daddy Days, it's great to see you. I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend with us. Love from Germany from Daddy Days. Yoga with Mo is in the house, and the McRae Kings came in, so welcome to you too. As we grow and as we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everyone as much as you might, as much as we all might like. And so I appreciate every moment everybody can spend with us. So I'm going to show you something here. When I talk about the email list that you can sign up for at tuberchat.com, the purpose is so that I can keep you informed about everything that we're doing with TuberChat as we do it. So when I build something new that's designed to help you keep nurturing your relationships and growing your channel and meeting influential creators, even when we're not live streaming, we do this on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, and we will be adding other places. But an example is something I added last week. Catherine with Friends, thanks for coming in. So when we look at a Twitter page, and forgive me, I'm only going to look at a website today. I'm not sure. It should be almost as easy on the phone. Christina Trammell, thanks for hanging out. When I click these three dots and I go down to View Lists, you will find a couple of lists here. This one doesn't really matter, but I've got TuberChat stars, and that's what I've named this for now. And it says YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others. And these are people who have either tweeted or retweeted for TuberChat. And the reason I make a list like this is so that you can follow this list just by clicking this follow. What that allows you to do is now you see posts only from those people if you want to look at that. But when you click on members, the idea is that now you can very easily connect with these people. And I would love it if these people would get a few more followers, because I add people there. Now, I'm logged into a different account. That's the reason why I'm not following a couple people, but I am following all of these with the TuberChat account, of course. And so there's JD Night 7 is Jeremy D-Day. I thought that Jaden was already in here, but they are not yet. And I wonder how easily I can get that done. I wonder if I'll just log out of this. I don't use my own anyway on here so much. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. That's okay. So I'm going to log out of my personal account. And you'll forgive me while I whip my window over here for a second while I log in. We'll see if I can log in easily, and it looks like I did. So I'll put it back. When I go on the Tuber Chat profile now I'm logged in. So what I can do is I can go on notifications here. And it tells me all the people who have tweeted, retweeted, liked, and things like that. So it says Jaden Sue liked 3 of my tweets. Now I know that Jaden has also retweeted for us. So if we go down here, there we go. So Jaden retweeted my own personal live stream from today, Tuber Chat as well. So what I'm going to do is add Jaden into add remove from lists, and they're going to be added into Tuber Chat stars. And I save. And then when I go back to the Tuber Chat profile and I look at lists, there's Tuber Chat stars. And again, these are YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others. And hopefully I'm not missing anything in the chat. Mr. Fulton Mraz, thank you for sharing. You always share us. I appreciate that. And again, feel free, everybody, to connect with each other in the chat. I know we have a couple of people who are brand new to Tuber Chat. Please don't be shy. Every single person is here willing to connect with you. So just pick a channel one by one, anybody at all that you like in the chat, and anybody you'd like to connect with. And then the instructions are at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, there we go. Something went wrong, but it's not my fault. I just got that from StreamYard, too. It's nice when these services are so polite, right? There, so list members for Tuber Chat stars, and Jaden Sue is now the 11th member of the Tuber Chat stars list. So when you do things for Tuber Chat, and I hope that you will share us out if you have the ability, whether that is on your community tab, if you have one, or on Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else. Of course, I'll appreciate it, but what I try to do is find ways to reward that and beyond thanking everyone. Skywatcher footage, yeah. And then, anyway, well, we'll appreciate anything you could do as far as sharing. And there's a lot of people who do a lot of sharing for us, and I appreciate it. It's part of the reason why we've become as busy as we have, and I really appreciate all of that. Hopefully we can give you a lot of value when you come to Tuber Chat and when we're not live streaming with the other things that we've built as well. So Jaden is dressing up their channel. I think that's a new banner that you've put up, so that's nice to see. And you've also done the featured channels collaboration here. So I'll describe to everybody what that is, and then I'll think about adding some names to the wheel for today. So when you do this featured channels collaboration, anybody can do it. What you're basically doing when you feature channels here is you are letting the algorithm know, as well as your audience, that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then in turn, when some of those channels feature you also, they are letting their audience, as well as the YouTube algorithm, know that you are worthy of being featured by them. And you can imagine the impact that that has, both on your audience and the YouTube algorithm. So it's something I encourage with everybody. Luckily, we've been fortunate that Jaden has put us here, as well as myself, Kristen, Kira, and a couple of other channels that we know, Verge Junk Closet, More Eats, for instance. But if you have featured Tuber Chat or myself on your front page, please let me know if I don't already know, so I can return that favor, because we absolutely do that on both accounts. Michael's Adventure is saying he could use a new banner. I actually did a live stream on my personal channel, and I know you're on that because you were with us today, but I will put a message in the chat in case anybody wants to connect with me personally on YouTube as well. But on my personal channel, I did a live stream a few weeks ago called Channel Reviews. And in that video, I went through the process of making a banner on Canva, which is a website and an app that's free and unbelievably easy to use. So it's a bit of a long-winded speech, as most of my speeches are, but it can teach you how to get through Canva and get a banner made very, very quickly. They have a lot of templates, and it's so unbelievably easy. I'm amazed myself. Aisha, thanks for coming in. Rose Sadu, thank you also for coming in. I know you're very close to the 3K already. Rose Sadu is somebody that has a lot to be learned from. Aisha, you thank you again yesterday for, I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday, the raid that you gave us, or was it the day before? Either way, you gave us the day before, Friday. You gave us a raid from another channel that we have yet to connect with. We've connected to them. Hopefully we'll see them at some point. But thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And I forget, you did something else. What did I see that you did? Did you tweet or something like that? Was it a tweet or a retweet that you did? And I think I noticed that as well. Forgive me, I do have notes and I do track all that stuff, but I really appreciate the extra support that you're giving Tuber Chat by doing that stuff. The Positive Mukbanger, thanks for coming in. I believe you were just in Kira's stream too when she was doing the Minecraft live stream. Jaden, perfect. You can look at Twitter lists on a phone. Yes, I will at some point do some tutorials, especially clear and concise ones on the Tuber Chat channel. Not with my long-winded speech that you all are used to now, but very clear and crisp so that you can start to save some time and hopefully expand the ways that you're promoting your channel and your videos so that you can get more views, likes, comments, and all that other good stuff. Mum and Bites, or why can't I read? Mum and Bites, yeah, thank you for coming in. I'm glad to see that you're connecting. Pardon me. And Maltkev Lifestyle, I hope I'm pronouncing that somewhat right, MCMO Maltkev Lifestyle. I really appreciate the time that you're spending here. I know it's your first time with Tuber Chat, and hopefully you're having a good time connecting with people. We should be able to get you a good handful of friends and family members today. So I should add some names to the wheel. And then for those of you who don't already know, I am a professional channel manager. I run a few different channels for a few different people. I have a couple million views. I have well over 10,000 subscribers, and it's growing very fast and this and that. But what I like to do, I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. What I would love to do is be able to share that knowledge that I have with you, along with the fact that I've been a marketing guy for like 30 years. And then you can take the information that I give you, add it to what you already know and the things you're going to continue to learn so that you can make the best decisions for your own channel and for your niche and everything else. If there's anything else that I can do to help anybody, if there's information or things that anybody thinks I may be able to assist with, I'm happy to talk about that stuff, especially when it's a tutorial-based thing, technical details, analytics, things like that, that are for the benefit of everyone, then I'm absolutely willing to talk about that. We usually get into a bit of that stuff towards the end of the live streams. But for now, I'm glad to see that everybody is connecting, and it seems like everybody's having a good time. Catherine with Friends is reaching out as well. So let's get some channels up here. We'll look at Michael's Adventures, who is unbelievably supportive. He's, as a matter of fact, supported 3 live streams today. My personal live stream, as well as Kira's Minecraft live stream, and now Tuber Chat. I will have our moderators wait for today. Did we? Yeah, we're looking at Jaden. So Mr. Fulton Mraz is back with us. I'm glad to see that you are here. It's Fifi777, Christina Trammell. I forget whether we've looked at your channel or not. We may have looked at it yesterday. I'll recognize it when I see it, I'm sure. So I'll spin the wheel and we'll get a channel up here and I'll explain how the wheel works. Once you've been in Tuber Chat for about 20 minutes or so, and I see that you're engaged and you're meeting new friends and family members and you're connecting the right way and things like that, then I put your name on the wheel. The wheel's completely random, as we see. Once I spin the wheel and your name comes up, if you're still here, then I put your channel on the screen. So the first one we're looking at is Michael's Adventures. This is an unbelievably supportive channel in so many ways. So first of all, we have made the featured channels arrangement where they are featuring Tuber Chat and we are featuring Michael's Adventures. We're willing to do that with anybody. So if you have featured Tuber Chat or myself and I don't know about it, please let me know. People like Carrie Beth do that with us. There's several channels. Kiki Soul Fitness, thank you for coming in. And then as well, Michael's Adventures is running playlists for myself and for Tuber Chat, and I have made that arrangement to do the same for him. We're doing it right now as we speak, as a matter of fact. As well, like I said, Michael's Adventures has been in 3 live streams today. My personal live stream, Kira's Minecraft live stream, and again here tonight at Tuber Chat. So that's unbelievably supportive. Georgia Bulldogs is just asking, trying to find a free editing software. Camtasia. So Camtasia is popular. There should be free ones that come with any phones. Anybody using an iPhone has iMovie. And then I'm not sure about Android because I just don't use an Android phone. I have an Android tablet, but I haven't edited anything on it yet. But I understand there's a lot. KineMaster is something that's very popular with a lot of people. I know that Camtasia is popular. I wonder if it's possible, and I don't know yet, if you have a GoPro, you might be able to drag your video footage into the GoPro app and edit it there. That might be a possibility. JD Knight 7, thanks for coming in. Cozy Relaxation, it's great to see you. Georgia Bulldogs, where are you looking to edit? Is it a Windows computer or is it a Mac? Mac comes with iMovie, which is what I used in the very beginning. Now I use Final Cut Pro, but I still use iMovie for several things because it's quick and it does the job perfectly and in high quality. I believe that we still have, is it Windows Movie Maker? I think they changed the name of it. I think it's just called Edit Videos or Video Editor or something now with Windows 10. Nay TV is coming up, so this will be our first time looking at this channel. Windows computer on an iPhone. iPhone comes with iMovie. So if it's not on your phone right now, you can get it for free from the App Store. And iMovie does a perfect job. You can have your intro, so you can put a little clip if you want, put your intro, then put the meat and potatoes of your video. You can add a few effects like lower thirds and things like that, and then you can export easily. Pardon my voice. Let me just match my thumbnail here to Nay TV and make sure we've got the right channel. I hope Nay TV is still here. Oh, You'd Wish too. Thank you for coming in. That must be a second channel from You'd Wish Best. You slipped by me there, but thank you for coming in. Oh, Nay TV might have already left us, unfortunately. Now, I appreciate any time that anybody can come in and spend with us, but this is what I'll do. Nay TV, if you're still here, just please say anything in the chat, and then I will put you up. But if not, I'll just spin the wheel and get to our next channel. Like I said, the way that the wheel works is once you've been here for about 20 minutes or so, and I know you're active in the chat, meeting new friends and family members and things like that, then I add your name to the wheel. Once the wheel spins, it's completely random, and your name comes up. Then if you're still here, I put your channel up on the screen, and we talk about it for a minute or two if that's what you would like. iMovie is wonderful, says Carrie Beth. And she's a dynamic creator, so I would take advice from her in a second, that's for sure. Mr. Fulton Mraz always shares for us. This is an unbelievably generous creator that is very dynamic and does a lot of posting, which is great, very active. Michael Anchor's Music Official, thanks for coming back. Mr. Fulton Mraz is with us most often on Tuber Chat. It's a very familiar face and somebody who continuously comes back again and again and again, well beyond the 1,000 subscribers. So we're happy to see that. And hopefully we can push Mr. Fulton Mraz a little bit farther here today. So I'm going to refresh my page, and I'm going to add a few more names. I'm going to add some obvious names here. Mary Beth, Cozy Relaxation. They're not in any order. I'm reading through the chat. JD Night 7. Yoga with Mo. Triplet Family. I really appreciate all of you supporting me. I'm kind of amazed at how many familiar faces I have now. If you think about it, Tuber Chat didn't exist only a few months ago. And we're just on episode number 28 right now. I'll spin and then we'll add a few more names. Mum and Bites is going on there for sure. So there's JD Night 7. This is another channel that repeatedly shares for us, particularly on Twitter. And therefore, I have added, of course, JD Night 7 into our Twitter list called Tuber Chat Stars. They are YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others. So we see that JD Night 7 has a great page full of content. This is a dynamic creator. I didn't realize you're getting so close to 3,000 already. That's great news. Mr. Naz, it's a pleasure to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad to see some familiar faces connecting, the Positive Mukbanger and Catherine with Friends. Wood Sylvan, I hope I've got that. I hope I've got that right when I'm pronouncing that. And thank you for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Yes, if you haven't already, I'd love it if you would. Thank you very much, Mom and Bites, for your kind words. Oh, Mr. Naz is locked out from IG and Twitter. I don't mean to laugh. It's a nervous laugh that makes me wonder what that would be like if I had to panic and was out. You should be able to get back in. I'm sure if you do some forgot password and let it email you and do all that stuff it likes to do and send text codes and everything else, hopefully you'll get back in without too much trouble. I fear that kind of thing all the time. So hopefully you'll figure that out. And I'm glad to see everybody connecting so well. And I was going to add some more names to the wheel. So Wood Sylvan, the way that we connect here. Oh, someone changed your email, Mr. Naz. That's unfortunate. Oh, wow. Michael's Adventures is going to grill some tenderloin, switching to the phone. It's a little more challenging with a phone, but thank you very much for hanging out with us. And yeah, take your time. Hopefully you'll still get some new friends and family members while you're cooking. That'll be great stuff. And for those of you, yes, who haven't already given us a thumbs up, I'd love it if you would. And you do on a phone have to turn the chat off, give the thumbs up, and turn the chat back on. It only takes a second. You don't lose your place, but I'd love it if you do that. And then, so let's spin the wheel. Let's get another channel up. Pardon me, and we'll see what's happening. Yoga with Mo. This is a dynamic creator who is with us constantly. We cross paths in a lot of different live streams. I try to visit her when I can. As we grow and as we follow more and more channels, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. But I appreciate every moment that you spend, especially here in Tuber Chat and with myself personally. So Georgia Bulldogs is going to connect with people after the stream, if that's okay. Georgia Bulldogs is a wonderfully dedicated and loyal supporter who continues to come back and does as much for Tuber Chat as anybody could, far above and beyond anything that I would have asked for. I really appreciate that, but I just want to vouch for that channel. Georgia Bulldogs is getting very close to 100 subscribers, and I hope that everybody will support them so that they can hit it. Most of us know what it's like to get over that hump of the first 100, and it's really a great feeling, and I'd be forever grateful if we could all help Georgia Bulldogs get there, especially today. I know we have enough people. Some of you have already connected with Georgia Bulldogs, but I would love it if we could. Lisa Huinda, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome, and thank you very much for coming in. For anybody that is new and it's your first time here at Tuber Chat, it's very simple to connect. Everybody here wants to connect with you. We're very focused on loyal and dedicated supporters, people who are going to continue to come back to your channel in the coming not only days and weeks, but hopefully months and eventually years, to give you the comments, the likes, and the views that everybody needs as a growing YouTuber. Jade and Sue, we have changed our times. So June 29th, you might be right. I'm not sure what your time is compared to mine. The best advice I have, of course, for everybody is hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat. Keep the notification bell on so that you don't miss any of our live streams. We're back Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change every weekend. Mr. Naz doesn't want to run around the class today. So the way that we connect with, let me spin, I'll get another channel on the screen, and then I'll describe how we connect the right way. We want to make sure that our connections are always done with the proper procedure. And the reason why is because I would hate for you to come to Tuber Chat, pick up 10 or 20 new family members today, and then find half of them gone tomorrow. It's not because they unsubscribe. It's because one of the two people connecting doesn't follow the proper procedure. It's very simple. The instructions are at the bottom of the screen, but I'm going to go over it in a quick second here. Who did I just take off the wheel? Cozy Relaxation. Channel. That's what we want. Oh, my computer's going to be a little bit slow on me again. I got to take TubeBuddy off. That's why. I love TubeBuddy. If anybody's thinking about using it or hasn't used it yet or is thinking about it or any of that stuff, it's the #1 tool that I use. I leave a link in the description of every video that I put up, including the one we're watching right now, that gives you a link to the free version so that you can get using it. Here's Cozy Relaxation. So the way that we would connect with a channel like this or any other in the chat is you visit a channel one by one. Take your time and have fun with it and watch a short video in full. It must be at least 1 minute long. The reason why is because it takes that long to register with the YouTube algorithms. While you're watching that video, like this one here is perfect. This flute music video from Cozy Relaxation that's 2 minutes and 33 seconds is a perfect length. That's exactly the kind of video I would watch. So you watch that video in full, leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, and it should be at least a couple of sentences. And the reason why is because you don't want to get your comment held for review or caught by the spam filters. Otherwise, you might lose the connection. So at least a couple of meaningful sentences related to the content of the video will get the job done. And then you give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoy their content, then you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here, leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Hopefully I'm not missing anything in the chat. I don't think I've missed anybody coming in or anything like that. So let's spin the wheel again. We'll get somebody else on. And I'll remind you, the way that the wheel works is once you've been here for about 20 minutes or so, and I know that you're active in the chat, you're meeting new friends and family members and connecting the right way, then I add your name to the wheel. The wheel is random, but when your name comes up, as long as you're still here, I put your channel up on the screen for everybody to see. And we talk about it for a couple of minutes if that's what you would like. This is the Triplet family. They've been back with us again and again and again. And they are another dedicated and loyal supporter who has associated themselves with other dedicated and loyal supporters that are very much liked and well respected in the community. ASMR with Dominique and MJ&J Family Mukbangs are channels that you'll frequently find here in Tuber Chat, as well as they have featured Tuber Chat. This featured channels collaboration is something anybody can do, but it's a great idea, and I'll tell you the reasons why. When you feature channels up here on your front page like this, you are telling the YouTube algorithm and your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithms that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. And you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences, both for both channels, and on the YouTube algorithms. I wonder if there's something extra I can do. I think I'm going to do something extra here for Georgia Bulldogs. Pull down another window here and show you something. For those of you who haven't already seen Social Blade, this is another free service that allows you to look at some stats, and it's kind of fun to watch. The SNF Life, thanks for coming in. You're new to Tuber Chat, and so welcome. What we're doing here is we're connecting with each other, but it's not a sub-for-sub network. We're very focused on quality connections from dedicated and loyal supporters, the kind of people who are going to continue to come back to your channel and give you views and likes and comments over the coming weeks and months and eventually years, because numbers don't cut it, by themselves. We can all hype our subscriber counts up, but it's really not going to help, especially if monetization is something that you're looking for. So Social Blade is something that is a free service, and it lets you get a real-time count on your subscribers, but it gives you a lot of fun projections on your statistics too and everything like that. So the SNF Life, please don't be shy. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. Simply reach out to anybody one by one. Visit their channel, watch a short video in full, leave a meaningful comment, give them a thumbs up. If you enjoy them, subscribe, and then come back into the chat, give them a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for you. So they have a section here called Future Projections. Pardon me, and you can look at that, and that will let you know when they estimate you might hit certain milestones and things like that. So this is inaccurate when you first load it. As you can imagine, all of these online services are just getting more traffic than they ever imagined for a long time. So here we go, Georgia Bulldogs 91. I want to see Georgia Bulldogs hit their 100 today. I would really love it. So we're leaving their channel up, and the reason why, they're an unbelievably supportive, dedicated, and loyal channel, and somebody who goes way out of their way to go above and beyond to support others. They've done unbelievable things for Tuber Chat, so this is why I want to vouch for them. And I'd love to see if we can get Georgia Bulldogs to 100 subscribers. Maybe I'll pull their channel up again later on in a bit. Followers and one follower. Okay, sorry, I'm just reading the chat to see if there's anything that I'm missing. Love Fernandez, thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time with Tuber Chat, so thank you and welcome. We're connecting with each other, and we're very focused on quality connections with dedicated and loyal supporters. So I hope that you will have fun meeting new friends and family members here, people who will continue to support you in the coming not only days, but weeks, months, and eventually, hopefully, years as well. I'm going to add some more names to the wheel. Let me spin. We'll put a channel up, and then I'll add some more names. Catherine with Friends is going to come up. This is another dedicated and loyal supporter, not only to Tuber Chat, but somebody I'm connected with myself as well. I should leave a message occasionally from my personal channel if you want to connect with me. I'm glad to see everybody doing such a great job of connecting with each other. Here's Catherine with friends. She's got a lot of featured channels here, but a few people that we know are very much liked and well respected in the community, as she is. 12 Veils is here, Coco Tellum, Vern's Junk Closet, and you've actually got a few. I'm going to have to come and meet a handful of these channels, because if Catherine with friends says that they're good, then I know that they probably are. So she's a dynamic creator that's got a lot of content here, as well as you've been doing a lot of live streaming lately, getting everybody a lot of bananas, which is what we hope to do here as well. CyberLife is looking for tech friends. The next channel I do might be a tech channel. I'm thinking about doing a tech review channel for, it's not that it's inexpensive stuff, but let's say stuff that's worth $300 or less. Stuff that's let's say affordable. If somebody's buying an iPad or something like that, I won't bother with the iPad and stuff. If people wants to, if people are able to get an iPad and this and that, that's great. But I have, for instance, a Huawei MediaPad T5 tablet that I just love, and I've got a few other gadgets and quirky things that I want to review. So it's becoming so much that I think I could almost do a second channel. So maybe we'll connect there as well if I get something like that together. CyberLife. The way that the wheel works for the people who've come in and haven't seen that before, this is a free wheel that I got from wheelofnames.com. I just saw it in somebody else's live stream and started using it as well. It's free for everybody. So easy to use, it's unbelievable. And they let you put your logo on it and everything. The way that the wheel works is once you've been in Tuber chat for about 20 minutes or so, and you are connecting with everybody, and I know that you're active and meeting new friends and family members, then I add your channel into the wheel. The wheel is completely random. Once I spin it and your name comes up, if you're still here, I put your channel up on the screen and we talk about it for a couple of minutes, like Catherine with friends here. So I'm going to add a couple of names to the wheel in a second. April, I'm going to mod you if you don't mind, or I think I am. I got to get into the right account here to do that. The reason why, April, for the longest time, your messages get held, and it's not anything to do with you. It's that glitch that YouTube seems to have with a few people. But I'm going to mod you so that we can get over that. I want to make sure your stuff comes up, because it's also, I noticed you in another chat. I forget which one it was, Melda and Amr or Happy Lux today, and your messages were hid there too. The problem is people can't they can't mention you when that happens. So I'm going to mod you, and that will fix that trouble. Let me mute this site. I hope you guys haven't been listening to bad audio this whole time. Yeah, I saw actually, April. I saw one of the notifications that you shared, so thank you very much for that. If anybody does have the ability to share us out, April is very generous. She shares all kinds of other YouTubers' material all day, every day. We featured her because of that generosity at one point. She is a previous featured channel here at Tuber Chat. April WYD is somebody that everybody needs to connect with. But thank you, April. You're very generous in sharing us all the time. So hopefully that's okay that I've modded you now. But again, the reason why more than anything else is because of the glitch. We don't want your stuff to have been hidden. We want everybody to connect with you easily. So I'm going to add some names. I promised I would add some names to the list. We've gotten through quite a few channels already, but we're going to get, I didn't put Mum and Bites up there yet. Let's get them up there. Let's put April. April's going right away. But again, because she is, like I said, so unbelievably generous, not with just Tuber Chat. I do like to reward generosity, especially when it comes from here. But April is somebody I was drawn to because of what she does for others all the time. So let's get April up there. And we'll look at Catherine with Friends for another quick second while I get some more names. Christina Trammell is still there. Catherine with Friends. Kiki Soul Fitness can come up. And I'd love it if everybody would connect with Georgia Bulldogs. If you haven't already, I hope everybody is connecting with Georgia Bulldogs. We want to see them get to 100 today. I know it's possible, and it would be such a shame on our last live stream of the weekend for us not to get them there. Thank you so much, April. And my phones are going crazy because of your notifications, so thank you for that. I see them coming through as you're doing them. Let's get MCMO Malkiv Lifestyle. Are you still here? Okay, I want to be sure before I put you up. MCMO Malkiv Lifestyle, and you had another channel as well that was named the same. If you're still here, just please let me know, and I'll make sure that you get up on the thing. I'm going to spin the wheel right now, actually, and then I'll think about adding a couple more names. Like I said, I just make sure that everybody. Oh, look, April's coming up right away. There's luck of the draw for you. You know, it's funny because when you ask most people, what's your luck like? You know, you got a 50-50 shot on something. Most people are like, no. My luck wouldn't have me win ever. You know, and this and that. But some people are lucky. I have had at least as much good luck as I have had bad luck in my life. Sometimes I'm lucky. Sometimes when Kristen and I go out, we're lucky together, doing different things. We've been to different things where we've won things and stuff like that together. But April, there's some luck for you. The second I talk about you, you come right up on my wheel and right up on the screen. So, pardon me. April is very much loved and respected in her community, which is our community, as a matter of fact. She has a lot of other channels who are also very much liked and well respected, each of which, every single channel that April has here has been through Tuber Chat, all the channels on her featured channels list. And that speaks volumes right there, because you know that April has done so much sharing for Tuber Chat on her community tab and on Instagram, and I don't even know where else I'm going to look after, that she has drawn in so many people for us. It's unbelievable. So, pardon me, it was my pleasure to have April WYD last week as a featured channel, and always a pleasure to see her here with us. I hope everybody will connect with them. And then Georgia Bulldogs. Now, this is supposed to be a live count. I hope it's working. It doesn't always work. Shan Zen Zen, thank you for coming in. I appreciate every moment that you can spend with us. We all have a lot of channels to follow. Some of us are following hundreds, if not thousands, of other creators. And so I know it can be a challenge to follow everybody and support everybody as much as we all might like. Let's see if I can get this. This will switch in a second and go back to hopefully more than 91. And we really want to see Georgia Bulldogs hit that 100 today. They're so close. And I know that most people in the chat today remember what it was like to get your first 100 subscribers. And Georgia Bulldogs is almost there. But with the things that they've been doing for Tuber Chat, especially, they have featured our channel as well as myself, Kristen, and Kira. They have made a video that was like a 3-minute long shout out video just for Tuber Chat, for which I will be eternally grateful. But I would love to, I would love it if everybody would support Georgia Bulldogs and get this channel to the 100. I expect big things from that channel over the coming months and years. Mr. Naz, I certainly hope that's not the case. It's really something else when you start to get locked out of stuff. It's even happened to me. You know, and then briefly, but I was able to get back in eventually. Can be a headache and take a bit of time, but hopefully you'll get there. Let's spin the wheel, and then I'll think about adding some more names. Kiki Soul Fitness. Let's get you up on the screen and see what you've got going on for us today. So at the same time, Georgia Bulldogs, I hope that you're doing as much as you can to connect with everyone in the chat, reaching out to every single person that you don't already have. Michael Anchor's Music Official, thanks for coming in. Kiki Soul Fitness, I always mention your banner when I see it. We call it banner, but it's actually called channel art, but I do like to see it because it's so bright and looks great. You've got a lot of dynamic content here. You've got a 100 subscribers video right there. Even your very latest video is a good video to connect with because it is, well, first of all, it's fitness, so it's only going to get us healthy to watch anyway. But as well, it's not very long. So when we're watching videos for the purpose of connecting, we want to be watching a video in full. It must be at least a minute long. So 4 minutes is tolerable, of course. And then while you're watching the video, you leave a meaningful comment. Leave meaningful comment related to the content of the video. And then, of course, you always give the creator a thumbs up. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat. And then come back into the chat here and leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So I put Michael Anchor's Music Official on the board because, yes, I know that you have been here for quite some time. Let's see. Okay, let's spin the wheel and see who we're going to come up with next. Poor Carrie Beth has been on the wheel, and it's Fifi777. I wonder if you're still here. You've been here like the whole time, waiting. Mom and Bites has been here almost the whole time. This is a relatively new connection for Tuber Chat. There's the video that we would have connected with. That is not, the red line is not from not having watched the whole thing. It's from probably have watched it and then go back to make sure that I finished commenting, liking, and everything else so that the subscription sticks. But this is Mum and Bites, so a relatively new connection for Tuber Chat, but again, has come back and is aggressively growing their channel. Past Life Explorer is back again, so thank you very much for coming in. The Angel Munez Variety Show, thank you for coming in as well. I believe we've seen you before briefly, so thank you. Metrosonic, thank you for coming in again. It's great to see so many familiar faces in the house. Hopefully everybody's as well meeting new friends and family members. We changed the times of the live streams this weekend so that we can kind of move them around and maximize our impact for everybody. We're also looking at Georgia Bulldogs here, and this is somebody who we want to see get to 100 subscribers today. So I hope that everybody in here will subscribe to Georgia Bulldogs. Michael Anchor's Music Official is thanking us because they have hit 350 subscribers. So that's a great accomplishment, Michael Anchor's Music Official. And I'm sure everybody is excited for you, and hopefully we're going to push you even farther today and get you a little bit more. Shen Zen Zen, yeah, if you've seen, I know you've been here for some of the live streams with Tuber Chat, but even we have occasionally trouble with our internet connections as well, and it can really be something else. So the SNF life, hopefully you're having a good time connecting with everybody. It looks like you're meeting some new friends and family members. Carrie Beth will be right back, but that's okay. I appreciate you letting us run. Oh, Past Life Explorer, thank you for saying that. Yeah, it can be overwhelming. You know, I go in a lot of growth streams as well. There's a lot of them out there. There's Happy Lux and Melda and Amra are my favorite. And then there's, Armed American Patriot, the TR Show, the Crockett Way, Vern's Junk Closet allows connecting. Rose Sadu is a newcomer to the scene, but she is really aggressive and allowing people to connect and this and that. There's lots and lots and lots of them. You can find growth streams 24 hours a day now, but it does become overwhelming. There's only so much you can do. And oh, cozy relaxation. Yeah. When we did look at your channel already. Hopefully you can make a playlist when you have an opportunity, and then just put every video that you've done into that playlist, and then add no live streams. But if you haven't, I forget whether you've done live streaming or not. But otherwise, somebody can just run your all uploads. Like we could just go to videos here, or right here on the front page, uploads, and then just click play all, and that's good enough as well. Pardon me, especially for channels that don't have live streams. I don't know the truth about whether live streams count or how much they count for when you are running them, because the idea behind it is that a human being would typically not sit and watch replays of live streams for 24 or 48 hours in a row. But it is possible that somebody would binge watch your videos the way we might watch a television show on Netflix or something like that. So again, I don't know if there's any way to know the truth, but I can't be sure. The best advice that I have gotten so far and decided to turn around and use for myself as well is we don't use live stream replays when we swap playlists, because we can't be sure. But that's okay. Everybody's free to do what they want, and we want to encourage you to swap playlists with people. So Lewandon Gaming is our featured channel for today. It's very, very late. I don't know if they can still be here. But one of the things you could do is swap playlists with other creators. You're basically just agreeing to run a playlist for them, and they're agreeing to run a playlist for you. And you can imagine if you get a lot of people doing this, eventually your hours are really going to start to stack up and get you closer to that 4,000. Most people get 1,000 subscribers and still have to chase their watch hours for months. We'd like to help you get there a little bit faster. We have a large network of people willing to swap playlists. All you have to do in the chat is let everybody know that you're willing to run playlists, and you will find other creators reaching out to you, making arrangements, and of course you're free to make those arrangements as you wish. Let me spin the wheel. I'll get another channel up here. As well, we have a subreddit called Tuber Chat where anybody can post their videos for everybody else to see, or ask for advice or help or collaborations. But we also have a thread dedicated to swapping playlists, which hopefully everybody will start using soon as well. There's Michael Anchor's Music Official. This is a channel that's been back with us again and again, and now we see it with our own eyes. There is 352 subscribers. So you did cross that 350. That's fantastic. And Living Water with Sister Glenda, thank you for coming in. I can't be sure. Is this your first time with Tuber Chat, or did I see you before? Either way, welcome. We have a lot of people in the chat willing to connect with you. You can reach out to anybody that you would like to. SNF Life is letting everybody know they're willing to run playlists, which is great to know. Metrosonic was talking about it as well. Metrosonic, it does take time and good time management to reach the goals, all the goals. You know, once you get your 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, the goals change. Carrie Beth, thank you for letting us run while you were out and back. Pardon me. It's Nico's Life. Thanks for coming in. Michael Anchor's Music Official is a channel that's been back with us again and again. This is somebody aggressively growing their channel, and I'm happy to see you have returned with us here today. Mr. Naz, thank you very much for featuring us again. That featured channels collaboration is something great that people can do, along with the playlist swapping. These kind of things where you collaborate with other creators, even if it's off camera, can really help your channel. when you get into the idea of collaborating with other creators on camera and making videos together and doing interviews and playing games and having talks and things like that, you can really start to explode as you expose your channel to other audiences. So it's Nico's Life and Living Water. Basically, the way that we connect here is we're looking for quality connections with dedicated and loyal supporters, people who will continue to come back to your channel again and again to give you the comments, likes, and views, and other things that we all need as growing YouTubers, not just in the coming days, but hopefully weeks and months, and eventually years as well. As you watch Tuber Chat and hopefully connect with a lot of people in the live stream, and you hear the stories I tell about the channels that I feature on the screen, you'll understand that a lot of these channels are coming back again and again and again, and they are aggressively growing, they're connecting the right way, and they're starting to develop relationships amongst each other. And what this does is it creates a community where all YouTubers can grow together. Because for you to have subscribers doesn't take away from us or from anybody else. All we're doing is expanding the pool of subscribers, especially when we bring new people onto the platform, which is fantastic. So hopefully you're having a good time and connecting with a lot of new friends and family members. Shen Zen Zen, thank you for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Yes, please do if you can. Mike Lanker's Music, we're talking about your channel right now. My Twitter link is not opening. Stream Elements, what are you doing? Oh, thank you so much for letting me know that. See, I've made a spelling mistake there when I typed in Stream Elements. I'm going to show you guys how to fix that right now. For those of you who haven't used Stream Elements yet, this is my favorite of the bots. You all must know Botissimo and Nightbot and Streamlabs. So Stream Elements, sorry about that. StreamElements.com, and these are simple because you just log in right through YouTube. Am I already logged into the right account here? I hope. Might go into the wrong one because I was in this thing on two different ones earlier today. Tuber Chat, Connect, and Grow. So we're on the right one. Let's expand it. These are great to have. I think if you're going to live stream, you need to have a good banned words list, but that's done inside YouTube in the settings and in your community settings. Here, these bots allow you a little bit of spam control and things like that, but they also allow for these timers. And Stream Elements is the one that I like the best because it works the best. So you see that I've got 4 different messages, and I know you've been seeing them repeated throughout the chat every few minutes. It's actually every 3 minutes. And you can see right here, I made a mistake in the Tuber Chat address for Twitter. I forgot to put a slash and I put a dot instead. Pardon me for 1 second while I close that up, and we'll get back to another channel. Okay, there we go. Let's close this up. Oh, let me save first, of course. I almost didn't save. There we go. And now the Twitter link should work the next time that Stream Elements puts it out. And let me... Here we go. There's the Twitter link from my personal account, Kevin K. You can connect with me as well if you want to, but that should work now. That's a simple spelling mistake. So you can see it happens. It can happen to anybody. Let's spin the wheel, get a channel up here. Georgia Bulldogs is now at 92. I hope that we're going to get Georgia Bulldogs to 100. I will make everybody in the chat a deal. I have a few extra accounts that I can use. It's Fifi 777 is coming up right now. If everybody can get Georgia Bulldogs, if everybody who hasn't connected with Georgia Bulldogs will connect with them now, and we can get them to 100, I can give them a couple of extra subscriptions to make sure that it sticks so that they don't slide back under to 99 or lower. This is It's Fifi 777. She's been back with us again and again and again. I'm going to move these things up so people kind of see the importance here. If this is going to work. Oh, it's not going to work the way I want it. Okay, I'll put it back. It's Fifi 777. I've been connected to for, I don't know how long. I think it's actually months with both my personal channel and now she's here with us in Tuber Chat and has been time and time again. So I appreciate that. So It's Fifi 77 is a dynamic creator. She does some live streaming. I was able to catch her. I don't know where the live stream was. Maybe it's longer ago than I think. I thought it was only a week ago, but it might have been 2 weeks. I don't know which one. And I probably was on my personal account, to be honest. So I don't know where the red line is. Anyway, It's Fifi 777 is very much liked and well respected in the community. I connected with her I don't know how long ago. She is, you'll run into It's Fifi 777 in many live streams as well because she does support other channels regularly. I find myself in other live streams. Living Water with Sister Glenda. Let me see what we're... Oh, are you looking for... Sorry, Living Water with Sister Glenda. Are we... You know what? I should think of that. Let's do... Georgia Bulldogs. I'll get it from another window off screen here so that we can leave It's Fifi 777 up for now. And I will get Georgia Bulldogs because I forget it's not the easiest channel in the world to find. We want to get Georgia Bulldogs to 100. We only need a few more. But it's not coming up in the search results as #1. Because it's such a popular name, as you can imagine. So I will get a link, and I will use that for today. It's okay, I have it, but I'm going to do something too. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you, Kristen. Oh, Kristen already dropped the link, but I'm dropping another one. And the reason why is because I've added something to the end of the link. And what that does, when you copy the quotation, when you put the words sub_confirmation = 1 at the end of your URL when you're sharing it anywhere online, it gives a notification window to the person clicking the link to automatically have to say yes or no whether they want to subscribe right at that minute. The reason why that's a good thing is because if somebody gets to your channel and just starts watching a video, it's very possible that they're going to forget to subscribe. So we want to get you as many subscriptions as we can. So I see now that we're having an easier time. Georgia Bulldogs is now at 95. We'd love to see them get to 100, so I will drop that link occasionally in the chat again for them. And then hopefully everybody will do that for them. I even have maybe another idea. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you something else you could do. This is why I love Stream Elements. Maybe I'll use a different one. Everybody loves Nightbot. Let's use Nightbot. And here's what we're going to do. This one's just like everything else. Because I don't use Nightbot for the timers, I use, oh, I'm in the wrong account. Let's log out. Log in with YouTube. Super chat. I'll show you what I'm going to do here. This is how you make a timer so that Nightbot will automatically show your message every once in a while. So I don't want to drive everybody bananas, but here's what we'll do. I've got a lot of timers here. You see that I used to have these, and I got rid of them because I'm using Stream Elements for this. So let's use Georgia. And this is going to say Georgia Bulldogs, road to, I'll put it in small, road to 100. And I will put the link. Now, set the timer to every 5 minutes, at least 10 chat lines. That is not necessary for today, but we'll do it anyway. Submit. Now, if there's any luck, that is going to start running right now. So we'll know in a few minutes if that's going to run. I'll do it one more time right now. Road to 100. There's the link for Georgia Bulldogs again. They're at 97, so it looks like we're going to do it. I hope everybody will connect with Georgia Bulldogs, and I do want to just remind everybody the reason why we're doing this for this channel today is they have been unbelievably generous with Tuber Chat in sharing us, making their own Instagram posts, as well as they recently they featured us on their homepage, as well as they have made a long video, like a 3-minute video just about Tuber Chat that they put on their channel. You'll see it right now when you connect with them. It's the perfect video, obviously, to connect with them with. And we have put that on our homepage now because of them. So the positive mukbanger, let's get you on the wheel. And I'll spin in a moment. I just want to get another couple of channels up here, and then we'll spin. I just wanted to put some focus on the SNF Life can go up here. MCMO Malkiv Lifestyle. So you have 2 channels, though. Where did you just go? Because I saw you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Past Life Explorer. Thank you for giving us credit for that. So you're at 400, which is fantastic. And hopefully we're going to continue to push you even farther. Forgive me, anybody, if I'm missing things in the chat. I think I'm not doing too bad. Okay, so Wood Sylvan, which channel would you like me to put on the wheel? Because one of them is here, MCMO Malkev Lifestyle is one. Is that what you'd like me? Well, let me understand. Are you running multiple channels, or did you come from that channel's live stream in here? I may be confused as to what's happening. So Georgia Bulldogs, you got 98. We just need 2 more people to subscribe to Georgia Bulldogs. And like I said, this is a dedicated and loyal supporter who's been back every live stream since they found Tuber Chat and has done extra things for us, like featuring us on their channel. They have made special Instagram posts just for us. And then as well today, they put up a video, a shout-out video just dedicated to Tuber Chat that is well over and above anything that I would ask of anybody at all. And I really appreciate it. So we just want to push them. Most of us know what it's like to hit 100 subscribers. It is a wonderful feeling to hit all these milestones. And I hope that you will subscribe to check out Georgia Bulldogs and check out Georgia Bulldogs and subscribe so that we can get them that feeling of crossing that 100 subscribers. And if we can do that today, I'm going to go over it with a couple of other accounts that I have afterwards and make sure that they stay over the 100 in the next coming couple of days. Cooking with Q and More is in the house. Thanks for coming in. I haven't put our moderators on the wheel yet, so let's put them up. Well, we've got SNF Life up there. It's great to see you with us. This isn't the first time we're looking at your channel, is it? Yeah, I guess it must be, right? Oh, there we go. Georgia Bulldogs, 99. We just need one more subscriber, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do it. We've got a long way to go today. We've got, is Mr. Joshi still in the house? He was here earlier. He might have come in and gone. I know Kristen and Kira are here. These are our moderators, of course. Well, SNF Life. Yeah, well, we've connected before, of course. Maybe it's just I forget the last time that you were here. That's why. Or we connected recently anyway, because I'm already subscribed, that's for sure. But it's great to see you here either way. You've got a lot of dynamic content. You've got some great thumbnails here, too. All of this looks very clickable, and it looks like you're having a lot of fun most of the time. So everybody's got a lot of good information and quality content by the looks of it to connect with you through. Oh my gosh, okay, I distracted for 2 seconds and I see Georgia Bulldogs, you did it. There you go. You got 100. Thank you so much, everybody. This means the world because Georgia Bulldogs has been unbelievably supportive to us, and I really am so happy to see them cross that mark and get their 100 subscribers. So that's great. Now, please don't stop. I hope everybody who hasn't subscribed to Georgia Bulldogs still will, because they are the kind of creator who's going to keep coming back, the kind of creator who does more for others than they expect in return. And so very well deserving of this milestone of 100. And I hope that everybody will continue connecting, and I will do as promised and hop on there with a few more accounts after the live stream so that we make sure that you stick there and don't lose. People, all those of you who've been with me long enough know that I like to write my notes on pen and paper. So let's pop up another channel on the from the wheel, and I'll think about adding some more channels afterwards. So, oh, Trouble and Spiky. That's fun. And it's good. I'm happy that everybody is giving congratulations to Georgia Bulldogs as well, because it's quite an accomplishment. You know, we can sit here and help a little bit and try to move people's channels a little bit faster. But the truth is, it takes hard work, as we all know as creators. You have to be consistent. You have to put out quality content. You have to get your organic growth. And then things like Tuber Chat can just help you move a little bit faster and farther. So this is the Positive Mukbanger, and this is somebody who you'll hear us talk about all the time. I think you were here with Kira's live stream earlier today. Kira did a Minecraft live stream earlier, and Positive Mukbanger is somebody who comes through all of our stuff. I'm connected both on my personal channel as well as here in Tuber Chat. Have we seen Nightbot show up yet? Not yet. It might not, because the live stream already started. I don't know. Positive Mukbanger also is doing the featured channels collaboration. So the reason why this is a good idea is because when you feature channels on your front page like this, you are telling your audience and the YouTube algorithm that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature you in return, they are saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the kind of impact that that has both on the YouTube algorithm and on your audiences both. So the Positive Mukbanger has a lot of familiar faces here. As a matter of fact, every single channel here has been through Tuber Chat multiple times. In Q's World, who's an unbelievable supporter. Sincerely A. Lucy, of course, Cooking with Q and More. Blogs and Fiction, Foodie Squad, Vern's Junk Closet, who I speak highly of all the time, and Kira Welton. And it looks like she's probably got even more, because this is not limited. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I could be wrong. I forget how many it puts up here, 8 or 10 or whatever. Doesn't matter. But anyway, the Positive Mukbanger is somebody who's very much liked and well-respected in this community, and somebody who you will run into many times over in other people's live streams as well. because she supports others greatly and has been for the months that I've known of this channel. The Life of Cleo just came in, so thanks for visiting. And then let me spin the wheel. I'll pull another channel up. I'll just move a little bit faster now. Cooking with Q and More. So this is a channel that I talk about all the time. And the reason why, more than anything else, is Cooking with Q and More was inspirational in the creation of everything that we're doing with Tuber Chat. This is somebody I connected with about 6 months ago through the Hoops Family Network, and kind of guided the beginnings of my personal growth in this community, where in January of this year I had about 200 subscribers, and by April I had 1,100, so I gained 900 in 3 months. Now we can do it a lot faster, but it was an accomplishment at the time, and Cooking with Q and More was instrumental in that growth. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Mr. Naz asking for Past Life Explorer. I hope you are still here. Past Life Explorer, if you're still here, just please say anything in the chat at all, because I did want to mention something. But Cooking with Q and More as well, you can see, has other featured channels. He's featuring April, who we spoke of earlier, as well as Tuber Chat and the Hoops Family Network and myself. If you have featured Tuber Chat or myself on your front page, then please let me know if I don't already know, so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. Past Life Explorer, Mr. Naz was asking you a question, but I just wanted to know, you did say that you were coming in hopefully to learn something, and I wonder if there's anything in particular that I can talk about that could be of any help to you at all. So if there's anything at all, just please let me know. I didn't put your channel up on the screen today, so let me put it on the wheel, first of all. Past Life Explorer is a previous featured channel from us, somebody who also shares and connects in many different ways. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up. You should, Georgia Bulldogs. That's great. You absolutely need to celebrate these milestones. It's a very exciting feeling, you know, and one of the reasons why I encourage everybody to celebrate, of course, these milestones is not even just for yourself. First of all, other people are happy for you. Just like you would be happy for somebody if you saw them cross one of these milestones. Like Past Life Explorer, I believe, said that they hit 400. Michael Anchor's Music Official said they hit 350. Like, these are important milestones. These are wonderful things. And once you pass it, that's it. That's a moment that's now behind you as you work on bigger and better goals. So one of the reasons why I encourage people to celebrate is not just for the great feeling that you have right now of hitting that 100 subscribers, but as you grow and as your channel becomes bigger and bigger, other newer YouTubers are going to come in behind you and ask you how you did it. And you're going to be able to encourage them and show them the joys that come with celebrating and accomplishment and all that other stuff. And it gives everybody else a chance to congratulate you and show you how happy they are for you as well. We are bringing a community together here that is very supportive, so that people can grow together. I see people still congratulating Georgia Bulldogs, so that's great. And hopefully we're all going to be able to celebrate with you when we see the video that you make, so that's great. Mr. Naz is asking, if I hit 100, will my YouTube account be safe? I hate giving answers where I say I don't know or we can never be sure, but the best thing that anybody can always do, of course, is to build on a strong and solid foundation like what we're trying to encourage here, and then that gives you the best chance of keeping your account safe. I do have friends who I have a friend who lost an entire account. I have friends who have gotten community guideline strikes. I've seen copyright strikes, not for myself, always for other people. But, you know, these things can happen. But hopefully if you get that 100 subscribers, that's the beginning of YouTube looking at it as a solid channel. I think you have much, much more than that anyway. I forget how much you have. And then the 1,000 is the goal that we're all eventually moving for. Past Life Explorer still willing to swap playlists. Mr. Naz, this is your 4th one. Seriously, if you lose it, you won't do it anymore. I don't know why you're losing them, Mr. Naz. That's you must know why. So hopefully you can avoid whatever it is that caused that. I certainly hope it's not trolling and people coming after you, because we know that there can be some nasty activity on the internet. I've seen friends have a little bit of trouble due to that kind of activity. But as long as you're staying within YouTube's guidelines and terms of service, then hopefully everything will be cool. So that gives me an opportunity to talk about the way that we connect here, so that we make sure that our connections are strong and solid. Poor Carrie Best been waiting, and Christina Trammell as well has been waiting the whole time. So Kristen Welton, my love, and one of our moderators here is coming up. This is Kira's mom. Sorry, Kira, I didn't talk about your channel very much today, but Kira is doing some live streaming now. She started doing Minecraft live streams. So CyberLife, what I do personally, I don't delete every spam comment. I delete the spam ones. If somebody just leaves an emoji, or somebody's just trying to like, hey, support me and I'll support you back, that kind of stuff, because we don't want sub for sub. That's spam, right? However, I have a very, very strict blocked list of words in my community section, and it causes a lot more comments to go to spam than otherwise should. So I have to go through. Now, I do a very good job, I must say, of going through my comments and staying up to date. So hopefully you can do that. I made a tutorial on my personal channel about how I use TubeBuddy to deal with my comments very quickly so that it doesn't become overwhelming. But there are creators out there who just delete those spam comments no matter what they are. But there could be language barriers. There could be things like if somebody just says nice one with a thumbs up, that might be considered spam, but it may not be a completely illegitimate comment. This is one of those answers where I have to say you have to make the best decision for your own channel. I would always err on the side of safety. So if you think something could possibly be considered spam, then just delete it. But again, you have to make those decisions for yourself. I tend to be quite liberal when it comes to that. I let a lot of stuff go that otherwise wouldn't. And my personal channel just got monetized. So if you are at least, within the realm of being as safe as I am, everything will be just fine. How do I let others know what I do when they pop up the channel? Anything you need to change on your homepage. So we're going to look at Past Life Explorer for a quick second. See, I can't tell if you're joking, Mr. Naz. Okay, so forgive me. I was just concerned for a second because I hate to see somebody having trouble that I can't help with. But so this is Kristen Welton. This is Kira's mom. Kira's channel was just on. I said she was doing some live streaming. Kristen has done her first live stream just 2 weeks ago for her birthday. And hopefully we're going to see some more live streaming from her as well. But they are both putting out videos every week. They both do the featured channels collaboration as well. And so they are very much aggressively growing their channels. Thank you, Mishana. Yeah, I'm very excited, of course, as anybody would be. In the spirit of celebration, I will do a monetization celebration, but I'll do it next week. I wanted to make sure I did at least a couple of live streams to make sure the thing worked, because the worst thing would be to do a monetization celebration and not have the monetization on. But I do want to encourage everybody to celebrate those milestones, and so therefore I will celebrate as well. Mr. Naz, I hope you can figure that out. I missed. Okay, so Past Life Explorer. Oh, you're already on. Okay, you're on the wheel. Let me spin the wheel. I didn't realize I put you on the wheel. There you are, and you're coming up right now anyway. Past Life Explorer is coming up. This is a channel that's been back and back with us again and again. Russian Life, Malkiv family, thank you for. So can you let me know if you have multiple accounts? It looks like you've got 2 or 3 different accounts coming through here. So I would love it if you would just let me know which channel you'd like me to feature, and I will put you on the wheel and we'll get you up on the screen in a few minutes. Past Life Explorer is a dynamic channel that keeps coming back and back. One of the things that drew me to this channel was, first of all, the banner, because it's so bright and colorful and very unique. But after looking at that, then it makes you look at the channel and you see that they've got, I always use the word unique, and it's not the right word to use, but the way that you've managed to capture a niche and stay within it, yet still be so captivating in your presentation is amazing. So I expect big things from this channel. Now, you've already got 400 subscribers, and you told us that you just passed that, so that's great. And so you're asking if there's anything to change. So forgive me, but because now we opened the door and I did encourage you to ask, and now you're asking, then I will nitpick some stuff for you. Because like I said, I am drawn to this. You've got a great homepage. You've got things spread out here. You could do the featured channels collaboration if you wanted to. That's great for the algorithm. And you know, you've heard my speech a million times about featuring channels. You could do that if you wanted to. Essentially, I see you've got a subscribe button up here, but if you want other social networks to be for people to connect with you, then I might think about adding those, because they show up here on your About page as well as up on top of the channel art. The only other thing that I really would say as far as the channel art is that you could put a, even though you say Past Life Explorer, you could either put a couple of words of detail, like, you know, I might say on my own, I might say tutorials, tech reviews, and live streaming. Lots of creators do that. They put like 3 or 4 words up here to let people know what to expect if it's different things. Yours is very controlled in a niche, so I don't know how you might go about doing that. That's up to you to decide, but you could. It may not be necessary. The only other thing is a schedule if you have one. So I noticed that you're putting out a video about every week. So if you're consistent and you're doing it on a specific day, it is recommended to tell people what day you put that video out on. Because then if somebody does go and look at your channel, and I promise you, people look at our homepage a lot less than we think they do. But if they do, because they're on their mind and they want to see, then they will come and you're telling them on your channel art what to expect exactly, whether it's a day of the week or a schedule. I've thought about doing it with Tuber Chat. I do change the times around, but I could put the days. So while I'm sitting here and preaching to you, I have not done what I tell you to do. But, you know, we all understand some people do that as well. But that's the only recommendations that I have. And like I said, that's fully nitpicking. It looks like your Past Life Explorer title is right in the sweet spot of the banner. So I'm going to look right now. So MCO Malkiv Lifestyle. Again, hopefully you can, here, I'll type it to you. I can't type. I've been here the whole time with a couple different channels, so I'd like to feature you. Let me pull up Past Life Explorer on the phone, and we're just going to have a look at the banner. and see if I'm right that it fits in the. If the banner fits properly. There it is. Yes, it does. So when I hold it up, I don't know how well you can see this. I'm trying to aim. I don't know if you can see that or not, but the Past Life Explorer, we can see the full words on the banner. So you have done that properly. And then, like I said, the only other thing you could do is if you wanted to put a couple more descriptive words or a schedule. But I wouldn't go too far. And the reason why is because, like I said, when I first saw your channel, what drew me in was the channel art. I call it banner. A lot of us call it banners, but it's actually called channel art. But it is it's very captivating. It draws your eye in. It's really there's something very unique about this. So you did a great job just picking that image or those images. I don't know how many there are like jumbled together or if it's just one thing here, but it's spectacular in its own way, and it makes me remember you. If anybody comes to your channel, they're going to know that they've seen that before and they know it's you. So the only things I can suggest are nitpicking things. Like I said, I would just on your about page, you could add a little bit more. Let's look at a video. I love talking about this stuff. So let's just look at a video. I just want to see your description. I always pause. I don't watch videos while I live stream. I don't know the truth about whether that matters or not, but I just don't do it. Arizona Insider, thanks for coming in. We're just looking at Past Life Explorer. So the only other thing you could do is maybe on your videos, I know you asked specifically about the home page, but on your videos, you could expand your description. And then I don't have TubeBuddy on right now to see how you're doing for tags, but you could think about that as well. But I would expand maybe your description just to put in other things. Like if you want to be found on Instagram, you can put it in there. If you don't, it doesn't matter. If you really don't care, then that's fine. Everybody's got to decide what they want to do because you want to be found where you want to be found, right? And so whether that's Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or any of the other stuff, you could list those. If you want, you can have a look at what I do with the descriptions on Tuber Chat or on my personal channel. Take a couple pieces of those. One thing I would do is add a couple of hashtags. You can add a number of hashtags to your description, but the top 3 will show up at the beginning of your title here, above your title, when people are looking at your video. And the hashtags can help people find you too. Those are becoming more popular every day. They were just introduced about a year ago. So, hopefully that's somewhat helpful in some way. But there's really not much you need to change it because you're doing fantastic for presentation. I'm glad that you're focused on the growth right now because you are going to have an extremely solid and strong foundation for your channel. Sorry, Carrie, I don't know what's with your luck today, but your the wheel is just insisting that you go last. Maybe it saved the best for last today. I don't know. Christina Trammell. So here's another channel that's been back with us. And luckily, we're already connected, which is great. I see you're doing small YouTuber support videos here. I'm assuming those are shout-outs or something of that style, which is great. We did talk about this because your Candy Crush videos, I think one of these, is this what I just watched in our, am I mistaken? Is this one of the ones that I watched in my watch later list from the other day? Candy Crush is so popular. Lots of videos out there for that. Positive Mukbanger, didn't I? Yeah, I looked at your channel. We talked about you for a minute because we talked about your featured channels. You have a lot of familiar channels, people who've been through Tuber Chat and this and that. So yeah, see, I know that people have to come in and out, especially when you're connecting people, like connecting with people properly. You got to go, you got to watch the video and stuff like that. I don't expect you to be able to sit here and listen to me drone on for 2 hours about YouTube technical details. Absolutely not. When you have to go, if I put your channel up and you don't happen to be right here at that moment, that's fine too. What I basically do is just make sure that people have been active just that they haven't left and like took off like 15 or 20 minutes ago, because I want to focus on the channels for the people who are here who can answer questions if they want to. But yes, Positive Buckbanger, we absolutely did look at your channel, and I did say pleasant things about you, like I always do. And then hopefully I haven't skipped over anybody. Oh, Georgia Bulldogs. Yeah, if you're tired, don't worry. We're almost done. I'm gonna wrap up actually in a few more minutes, so don't worry about that. We're very happy that you got to your 100. That's all I really wished for today. So that's fine. But thank you for hanging out. I appreciate everything you're doing for Tuber Chat, and I appreciate everything, every moment that you spend. We all follow a lot of channels. Some of us are following hundreds and even thousands. So I appreciate every moment that you can spend in Tuber Chat, and I absolutely understand when you have other things to do. If you can only spend a few minutes or have to miss some live streams, stuff like that, it doesn't matter. I appreciate every moment that you're here. Oh, thank you, Arizona Insider. Yeah, I was doing a bad job of reading the chat between my vision and the sun and every other excuse I'm going to make in the books, but I appreciate you checking that out. I plan to do a little bit more of that stuff. I've been doing consistently a live stream every week now in my hometown of Niagara Falls. I try to show a different area every time I stream, just so that it's interesting. There's always more to look at. But I've been lucky. I've caught some great weather, and I've caught some really nice things to see. So I appreciate you hanging out and checking those out. I'm thinking about doing a channel. I told you this. I'm doing a channel called Niagara Insider. It's ready to go. I've already got it registered and all that stuff. I just haven't put any material. I've actually got a video ready to go as well that I haven't produced, but I'm thinking about it. So if it continues to go well and people say that it's a good idea to do that, then I'll do a channel just for Niagara Falls so that people can, it'll basically be like a real look into like hotels and attractions and restaurants and things like that. And I'll just give you an honest opinion of where I like to go and what I like to eat and what I like to do. And, kind of meant for anybody who's not been here and hopefully wants to come, but also just to have a look. Niagara Falls is one of the 7 wonders of the world. I'm proud to live here. So it could be a good idea, but I appreciate your encouragement anyway. Hopefully I'll get that done. On Reddit, I forget if we're up to 21 or 23 or something like that members so far. Reddit will build slowly because not everybody uses it, but as it builds, more and more people will be able to give each other help and feedback and make collaborations and stuff like that. I hope everybody will get involved in Tuber Chat. So, Carrie Beth, let's get you up on the screen here. I'm going to look at this other channel here. I'm just going to put it over here as a placeholder. I don't really need the wheel anymore. This is Carrie Beth. She is blessing, if nothing else, because she has, as soon as she came into Tuber Chat, she's basically been here for every stream after, and hopefully is having a good time meeting new friends and family members. At 1.78K, that's very close to the 2,000 mark that must be on your mind. I hope we can push you a little bit further. We'll be back on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday again next week, but the times are changing, and it'll be different times every day. Hopefully you're subscribed and have the bell on so that you can get those notifications. But Carrie Beth is somebody that I met months and months ago, and I like talking about her channel. She does a spectacular job on presentation. These thumbnails are extremely clickable, and when we all type in YouTube, like how to make great thumbnails, basically what they're describing is what Carrie does by instinct. So that's one thing I like talking about her for, but as well, she is a loyal and dedicated supporter. I've been connected to her for probably 6 months now, at least 5 or 4. I was introduced to her from the Hoops Family Network, and they recommended to me right away that Carrie Beth is a wonderfully dedicated and loyal supporter, and she's turned out to be that way both on my personal channel and here on Tuber Chat. And again, it goes back to the idea that I say we as we grow and as we follow more and more people, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we might like. Some of us are following hundreds and even thousands of other creators, and you just can't watch that many videos and you just can't hang out in that many live streams. So I appreciate every minute that you spend here at Tuber Chat. I appreciate every comment. I respond to every single one. And I appreciate every message on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere else. Even if it takes me a couple of days to catch up with everything, I know people are doing things for Tuber Chat, like Carrie right here instantly decided to feature Tuber Chat, as well as Kristen, myself, and Kira. There's the Hoops Family Network and Izzy's Life Vlogs, which is another great, loyal, dedicated connection for me that we see here in Tuber Chat often. So this kind of stuff speaks volumes about the character of the creator behind the channel. So when I talk about Carrie Beth, I hope that everybody will connect with her. I know she's been here the whole time today. That's another 2-hour live stream. So hopefully you've met some friends and family members and had some fun with it while you're doing it. So I'm going to go to one more channel here. This has been with us. This is their first time here, but they're in with, I don't know if it's 3 channels or whatever, and it's fine. Oh, it's this, because I'm already connected, right? Is this the right channel? Yes. We just connected, but luckily you're here with us. With 5,000 subscribers, you're doing spectacularly well, of course, already. And you've got, obviously, some interesting content here. So the way that we're going to connect, of course, is to watch a video that's at least a minute long. Watch that video in full. Leave a meaningful comment related to the content of that video, of course, and give the creator a thumbs up always. And if you enjoy their content, you subscribe to them. We subscribe to everybody at Tuber Chat, and then come back into the chat here and leave a single or double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you've connected, and then they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So, just looking at what I'm going to do here. I'm just looking at another window here for a quick second. I need to do that. I need to do this. My pleasure. So we have been on for 2 hours now. And like I said, we're going to be back on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Thank you, everybody, for coming in and spending time with us. We're going to go and raid Catherine with Friends, who is here with us today. She's live streaming now. So if everybody would, just hop over to Catherine with Friends right now, and we can continue connecting over there. And if you wouldn't mind, just say Tuber Chat Raid, and we can continue connecting over there. And I appreciate all the time you've spent with us today. Walk with me, Tiffany. I'm so sorry. We're just wrapping up for right now, but thank you for coming in. Hopefully you'll subscribe to us and catch our live streams Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We're going to go over to Catherine with Friends, Georgia Bulldogs. My pleasure. It was great seeing you cross your 100 today. And if everybody would, just say Tuber Chat Raid when you get over to Catherine with Friends, and I will appreciate that, so that they know that it came from us. And we will see you all again, hopefully, on Friday. Please make sure you're subscribed and have the notification bell on so that you don't miss any of the notifications.